What is going on, Cancer? Oh, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're new here. My name is Tawny Michelle, and today we are doing your astrology horoscope for the month of December 2018. So grab a snack, get comfy, because we are talking about a lot in this video. If you haven't already, you might want to also go back and watch my all signs video for this month. I go over in grave detail a lot of the stuff that's going to be going on and how it's going to affect everybody no matter what sign you are. In this video, we're just going to go into a little bit more detail and what areas of your life are probably going to be affected most by these aspects. Also, I'm going to start doing tarot card readings. I was going to include them at the end of each video, but I think I'm going to do them separately. That way you guys get more than one video for your sign each month. So this is going to be the actual astrology part, and then the other video I'm going to upload for Cancer, or the other videos I'm going to upload for each sign within the next few days, are going to be tarot card readings for the month of December. So I hope that's exciting for you. Make sure your notifications are turned on and you're subscribed so you will get notified when those videos go up. Also, I am doing birth chart readings super cheap. Thank you guys so much that have booked readings with me and gotten readings done. It's been so much fun. If you're interested in birth chart readings, all the information is linked down below in the description. And yeah. Make sure you're also checking out your moon and rising sign videos. And with that all being said, let's go ahead and jump into your December 2018 horoscope, Cancer. So right smack in the beginning of December, Venus enters Scorpio from Libra. It went into Scorpio the beginning of September and then retrograded back into Libra towards the middle of October. So if you want to kind of think back to the month of September mostly and think about some maybe similarities that could be going on, or some things that may have been started at that time. That's when Venus was just in Scorpio this year, and now it's going back into Scorpio to kind of finish what it started. Also, the Venus transit through Scorpio and also the Mercury retrograde back into Scorpio, these two planets are covering territory that Saturn actually wreaked havoc through from 2012 to 2015, and I believe that these two planets, Venus and Mercury, are going to be healing some things that happened in 2012 to 2015. So if you want to think back to those years and any of the crazy events or big events that happened during those years, you may be seeing some similarities come up with that, but they will be healing similarities in my opinion. They will be, maybe clarity on things that happened in those years, or the big things that happened in your life in those years. You may get clarity on them or heal from them in some type of way. So Scorpio is your fifth house, so this is where Venus is going to be until the end of January. So your fifth house has to do with fun, creativity, projects, love, just anything that is fun pretty much. So this is actually really exciting for you, Cancer, with Venus being here. Venus is the planet of love, relationships, creativity, money pretty much. So I feel like this is going to bring about a lot of good and new opportunities for you to do things that you love and then possibly make money from them, hobbies, projects, things like that. I feel like you're going to be super creative during this time. I feel like you're gonna go into like a creativity mode. You might be feeling like deeply creative because Scorpio is a very deep, intense sign. I feel like this is gonna be very good for you, Cancer. Now with Venus also ruling relationships, this could bring about truths or some hidden things being kind of brought into light with your relationship life. It might not be bad things, it could be some bad things, but either way, some things may be getting brought to light. It could just be some clarity, it could just be some insight into something. But with Venus ruling relationships and being in Scorpio, for everybody, it's going to be bringing things to light to do with relationships. With it being in your fifth house, it might be some like new fresh relationships, some new fresh friendships, things like that. I feel like you're gonna feel the urge to have a lot of new experiences around this time, to have a lot of fun around this time. I feel like, this is kind of maybe gonna help you with the lightheartedness that you needed that we talked about in last month's horoscope. But, you know, there is a sense of, I know last month it was kind of about like letting go and letting yourself have fun, letting yourself play some, but also, you know, you don't want to neglect your work and responsibilities too much with all of this fifth house energy going on, if that makes sense. So then on December 7th, we are going to have a new moon in Sag, which is your sixth house of health, work, daily routine, and things like that. I feel like with Venus moving in your fifth house, like there's gonna be an aspect to where, like I said, all those things that I said may happen, could definitely happen, but I feel like, you know, there is still a sense with all of this stuff going on in your sixth house, which is like your work house and things like that, your daily routine, your health. I do feel like there definitely could still be an aspect of you kind of like working yourself to the bone, working yourself too much. I feel like this new moon could definitely like bring up some cloudiness or some confusion with your intuition to do with things related to work. I feel like you also might be feeling a little exhausted with things, you know, with work. And, you know, I feel like around the first half of December, I feel like you really need to like take advantage of Venus being in your house of creativity and fun, because I think like Cancers right now have been going through a lot of, you know, emotional stuff. This year, I feel like, you know, Scorpio season might have drowned them a little. So I feel like you guys are kind of like coming out of the deep waters of Scorpio season, and now we're in this big, pretty much like party of Sagittarius season, and you guys are like, you know, just had so much, you know, shown to you and so much insight on things. Try to let loose a little bit, you know. Like I said, there is like two sides of the spectrum here. You can be like way uptight, working way too much, and then you could be like not working at all, neglecting your responsibilities, and go to the fullest. I feel like, you know, this month is really finding a happy balance in between them and taking care of yourself and self-care, which is also a big aspect of the sixth house, learning how to really take care of yourself. Overall, I feel like this month is going to be a good month for you. I feel like you might have been kind of taking a break from love, or you may have not been focused on it as much with all this focus on your work life and stuff like that, and your career and all that. But I honestly feel like there could definitely be some new beginnings here with love. Honestly, like whether you're single or not, Venus being in your fifth house is definitely going to bring in some new people, whether you're single or not. It's just your choice if you want to, you know, pursue these new people or not. Make sure that you are balancing your emotions with your mind. Make sure that your mind and emotions are in the same place, that your heart and your mind are in the same place with these new people that come into your life. Make sure that you are speaking up for yourself. Make sure that you are telling your truth, pretty much. This could also be some kind of like reconciliation from like a past relationship. This could also be new relationships coming in. This could even be new beginnings and and current relationships and very transformational beginnings. So I feel like the things that you know, if you really use this Venus being in your fifth house for the next couple months, I feel like this is going to be very transformational for you, Cancer, because Scorpio is also the sign of transformation. And then on December 22nd, we are actually going to have a full moon in your sign of Cancer, and it's going to be a very powerful full moon because you guys are ruled by the moon. So the moon is going to be in its home sign of your sign, and it's going to be on December 22nd, which is the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. So I feel like this is going to be very powerful for you. So because it is a full moon and not a new moon, I feel like this is going to be closure or insight to some things in your life. It is happening in your first house, the house of identity, the house of you, yourself, knowing yourself and things like that. So this could be some clarity, insight, visions, dreams, signs, intuition, things like that to do with you and yourself, like things that you may need to work on about yourself, things about your identity, who you are, things like that. So I feel like overall, this is going to be a very powerful energy for you, Cancer, especially. So definitely make sure that you are paying attention on December 22nd, maybe mark that day in your calendar or something, because I feel like it's going to be a very beneficial day to you. That is pretty much it for your guys's December 2018 horoscope. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you guys feel down below. Let me know if it's resonated at all so far. A lot of these things haven't happened yet, but some of them could already be affecting you. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Let me know if you guys are excited for December. Make sure to also check out your rising and moon signs as well. And I will see you guys in my next video for your guys' tarot card reading. Bye.